not even born Israelite. He's a kind of fringe character that people have a very strange relationship with, and we continue to have a strange relationship with him because he didn't die allegedly, and now we invite him into our homes randomly. So just remember, right, when you invite him into your home, he did cut off the head allegedly of like 500 people one time. So be careful who you invite into your home. This guy's murdered about 500 people. Elijah. We also know that prophets seem to have been both ecstatic and non-ecstatic, which is to say that some of them went into fugue states, we might call them, or ecstatic states to issue their prophecy, and others didn't. So we have a range of prophetic techniques. Unfortunately, what we don't have is any accounts in ancient Israel literature about how they did this. We have dance and they play music, nothing else. And yes, I know some of you are probably wondering if they do drugs. Probably not. At least if they did, it's not recorded, right? We don't have any attestation of Elijah, ate some mushrooms and then went to town, or smoked some weed or whatever, or even drink alcohol. Many of the prophets are actually sworn off of alcohol as part of their prophetic vocation. So we don't have much evidence of substance use in the prophetic literature. However, archaeology is a hell of a drug, and what we recently found at a site called Tel Arad, which is one of the few Yahweh shrines that survive in the ancient world, we found on the top of one of the altars where you burned incense, cannabinoids. And so we know that room, right, would have been relatively small if they were burning incense and cannabinoids in it. They're hotboxing. Maybe. We don't know, right? But we found it. We found evidence of cannabinoids at a Yahweh shrine, right? One of the only ones that survived. There are only two that survived. There's one at Tel Arad, there's one at Tel Dan. The Jerusalem one has been destroyed, and so the Shiloh one has never been found. But maybe they were getting contact highs, talking to Yahweh. I don't know. I would encourage you to do your experimentation on your own time, see what you so I do not know. But this, by the way, that find about the Tel Arad cannabinoid thing was just like a year ago. So people who think that they don't know everything over there, they found all kind of weird stuff. So actually, it's not that they found it; they just didn't think to test it. That shrine's been sitting in the Israel Museum for like 30 years. They just didn't test it for some reason. And so some guy scraped it and was like, "That's weed, man." So that's the thing. The image on the left-hand side here is from the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is from the Habakkuk picture. The picture is a commentary. This is the first commentary we know of in Judaism. And if you know anything about the history of Judaism, commentaries are our jam. We are a commentary writing people. We love to write. Well, we write things called hyper commentaries, folks. The hyper commentary is a commentary on a commentary on a commentary. That is, commentaries are our jam, and this is the first one. This is a commentary on the prophet Habakkuk. This is from the Dead Sea Scrolls, and this is the first time where a prophet, the prophet Habakkuk, is actually being read as a esoteric text. The commentator believes that inside of the prophecy of Habakkuk are secret things that are going to happen in the future. And so if you've ever heard curious people say that they found secret things in the Bible that are describing the future, this is the first guy or person to do this. Is in the Habakkuk measure found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. You can find this document in any collection of the Dead Sea Scrolls. But again, what's important to note here, right, is that even the idea that you can mine a prophetic piece of literature to divine the future, an idea that we all know is culturally very common. Again, you just flip on the radio, I'm sure you can find some preacher right now telling you that the end of the world is coming because they found something in the Bible or Daniel, whatever. The first time we see it actually happen in the Israelite literature is in this commentary on Habakkuk. So you can read the book of Habakkuk if you want nothing about the material culture of the ancient prophets aside from the books that get written down. Clearly, the scribes that wrote these books down thought them, all of them as incredibly important and copied them. We know nothing about their practices, their mystical practices. We don't know anything about their meditation techniques, their reading techniques, drugs that they have used. We know very little about how they achieved these mystical states. So, we can see what they did experience. We also know very little about the phenomenology of this, to our word, the experience of this. What is it like to be a prophet in Israel? What was it like to experience this ecstatic state? We know very little about it because ancient Israelites, like many ancient cultures, just didn't put as much emphasis on subjectivity that we do. We are a narcissistic people. We love ourselves. We love to look at ourselves. Find 1,000 books about what we have to do. Right? Ancient people did not care about subjectivity the way we do. And so when you hear about anything about this reading of your Bible, how often do you learn about the emotional states of the characters? Basically, no. It's like, man, he got hit. Or they were sad. They were wrong. We know very little about the interiority of these characters because they didn't care about it as right? So like Russian romanticism or something. And we know very little about the phenomenology of these experiences aside from they were apparently very scary. That's it. Right? So we know that ancient Israelite prophecy, ancient Israelite mysticism was a social anchor. It was a political anchor. It was an economic anchor. We know that with that many people, 400 prophets employed by a court, this is part of the economy. Right? This was an important thing that Jesus gave us nation. We know very little about it from a material culture point of view, unfortunately. What we do know is that the prophets went away. Israelite prophecy went away eventually. And the reason probably that it went away is that, well, the countries that they served were destroyed. Ancient Israel was destroyed in 722 BCE. Ancient Judah was destroyed in 586. If your country gets destroyed, well, you don't have a job anymore. If you're alive, right? If you're alive. We know there are prophets operating in the exile. Ezekiel's one of them. Jeremiah flees into Egypt. So we do know that they escaped. But we know that the social institution of prophecy did not survive these destructions. So why? Well, one of the reasons it could just be that they got killed, right? Just wipe them out. That's the thing that happened in the ancient world. Another reason why it could be the case is, well, they didn't see it coming. Your whole job is to communicate from Yahweh what's about to happen to us and how we can make this not happen. And they didn't, right? So, if your astrologer doesn't see the thing coming, well, you get a different result. So, part of the problem of divination is, if you don't see the big things coming, like your whole country being destroyed, well, that shakes confidence in your ability to communicate for your God. Also, we know that the prophets weren't terribly popular in some ways. I mean, no one likes social critics, right? Go ask them. Social critics. People hate social critics, right? People hate people being like, listen, you're a bitch. God made you for it without being an individual without being because of your wealth and your religious behavior, right? Wealthy people, power, don't like being told that being wealthy without money equals nothing, right? And they're also the people that kill people. So I'm not saying that. And so the prophets often got themselves killed for saying these kinds of things. So it could just be that they were also always involved in many ways that weren't organized. As the situation, the political situation in Judah gets increasingly bad, what ends up happening is that prophecy ultimately shifts away from condemning the Israelites to basically saying, well, one day God's going to come and kill all of them. Right? You're not doing the right thing. God's going to kill God's going to kill you. And this now is a shift to what's sometimes referred to as the call of Yahweh, which is the day of the Lord. That's the Lord. It always makes me feel like I'm a Southern Baptist preacher. I gotta make that Lord really long. Lord. Anyway, and basically what it comes down to is the prophets want us to say, God's abandoned you. God's going to shut them all out. Right? So there's a kind of frustration that seems to set in. Prophets are increasingly thinking about a more individual future, wanting God to sort things out because happening is that after the Judahites say it was destroyed in 603 BCE, it's basically the Judahite prophet of Spanish. The prophet as we have it in your Bible is the Bible. Now, that doesn't mean that people stop being weird. People continue being weird. It's just they're weird instead of you kind of weird. And that you kind of weird means apocalypse. Right? You kind of weird is apocalypse. Now, I know that the word apocalypse typically has to do with the end of time. That's not what apocalypse is about. Apocalypse is the second Christ is trying to turn the tables on our lives on the Jewish cynicism. We haven't talked about what you see. Angels, demons, humanistic, spirits, right? Psyops. We have to talk about any of that yet. There's a reason for that is prophets will say that some ancient Israelites experience those kinds of things. It's the apocalypse. So in that context, we'll talk about why some people have mentioned angels and demons. People have mentioned the afterlife. Israelites believe in the afterlife. It's called Sheol. These like graves that you stay in forever. The other Sheol. Demons believe in that. And so what we're going to see is a massive innovation in Jewish religion after that the Beginning prophecy. Rather than this prophet speaking to God, right? Rather than a prophet, we always see prophets. What's happening is a relationship from all ages. God just speaking to prophets, and these prophets speaking for God. Rather than speaking as one to show things to people, right? Where it's like such a visual concept. Rather, where it's like all cultures visual concept. And the word apocalypse just means there's speech. That's what we're talking about. Showing, how does it tell you? Right? Showing the end of Saul, while Saul's false. So we're going to see a huge shift from this time as we keep our eyes on the apocalypse. One of the things John is going to bring in the force he's the form of Jesus of his one less is going to raise victorious also here in Egypt. Like we'll say this just as we wrap up for tonight. As you see that the numbers go away, saying there continue to be forces also time as people have to go away from the those who are born faithful. Jesus Joshua the Master. He says, right, Jesus actually Joshua, and so Ezekiel says, that these people did in Egypt, and we'll also see religious the rise of the Middle Ages in Spain and Jerusalem from many from a lot where they have a lot of these techniques as they bring these words in and we already have those techniques. There are sacred techniques, there's meditation techniques, so we'll talk about some of those techniques as we get into Kabbalah. Prophecy is not completely gone away, but it hasn't had nothing to do with sex life. That has its issues. It has the way it has an half-life and there are prophets from time to time in ages. But they also seem to have a pretty half-life. I have a lot of US next to the years from there, but it's Jesus. I don't recommend you should don't be a prophet. It has to do with Join me as I restore Israel as Jewish mysticism and Kabbalah to begin focusing on that word Kabbalah is accessible, free, and slowly content mystics, alchemists, alchemy, and traditional magic and philosophy. Great God, perhaps information is truthful and slowly. Until next time, just slash thanks for watching this channel. Focus on your education, history, philosophy, and religion.
What's up, Omni Ducks? How are you? How can I help you?
I have allergies, Rabbi.
Alright, well, there are worse things in the world. Did you?
Yeah, but I don't want to have allergies.
Alright, did you take a decongestion?
No,
Okay, why not?
I don't have one. I don't want to.
Okay. And you gotta suffer through it, I guess. How's your medication going, big man?
I love the
That's great. So it's working?
very much.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. I have anticipations of being on a podcast in about 32 minutes. Isn't that exciting?
You're on a podcast.
It's called my podcast. It's on AI and human development.
When is the podcast?
In 31 minutes.
Are you gonna drive there?
No, it's just on the internet. I streamed outside yesterday though.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use it. How are you gonna do the podcast?
Basically, we use a type of software that connects us, very similar to Discord or Skype or Zoom, anything like that. And then what it does is it records us, and I get asked questions. I was on a podcast last Monday. I'll be on one tomorrow as well. So I'm on one today. I'm on one tomorrow. And then I was on two a week ago Monday. So I've been doing more and more podcasts to get word out about what I do, who I am, and such. So I feel that's good. And personally, I'm just continuing to grow best I can, right?
Okay.
So if you want to watch the podcast, it's in 30 minutes. It'll be in here. You'll be able to hear everything that I say, and everything that I hear. You'll be able to likely hear as well. Only issue is that I will not be able to speak with you because I'll be speaking with the host. So aside from that issue, no big deal. We should be good to go. So that's what I've got going. I'm excited. I like doing podcasts. It gives me a good opportunity to be able to share my views with the world. all in all, I've been in about, I don't know, a dozen or so podcasts in my life. So I haven't done that many of them. I've hosted my own podcast as well, where I've done a dozen or so shows. So I do have some experience doing it, but you never know what they're going to ask, which is kind of the exciting thing about a podcast. I get asked all kinds of really personal questions, and fortunately, I'm pretty comfortable answering just about anything anybody has. And um, I find that these podcasts do really well for me on the internet because other people then learn about me. They just don't learn about me from me from my streaming in like Discord or something. They find
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So you're Jewish, right?
100%, dude. You ask me this all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How long is it?
My entire life, I'm a born Jew. My mother's Jewish. My family's Jewish. I can trace my lineage back to the Bible.
Do you not use pork?
I do my best to avoid all non-kosher foods, including pork.
Are Jewish people allowed to go to war?
Certainly in a time of self-defense, 100%. It's about self-preservation.
No, I mean like if there was
A draft?
if there was a draft.
Yeah, that's okay.
If there was a draft.
Yeah, most certainly. I've known Jewish war veterans from World War II, from the Vietnam, from Korea, from the
I
Vietnam.
mean, World War II, you gotta get that because like if you weren't, you're gonna be a draft because of how crazy it was over in Germany.
Yeah, but I mean, there was certainly Japan as well. I've known war veterans.
But Japan's also tortured Chinese.
That's true. That's true. I've known war veterans from just about every major conflict who are Jewish. And I personally, if I were.
Were there others? Why? It's a good question. On the topic of war, why is it that people blame Jewish people?
Who blames Jewish people for wars?
Racist.
Okay, I mean, that's a question for them, I would say. Generally, people have xenophobia. Many of those people have never met a Jew. Many of those people have no idea of how we live. I personally am a pacifist. I want world peace, and I know that's quite a common belief within many.
I mean, the only way that she will peace is to kill everyone that doesn't want peace.
You don't have to kill them; you can convert them. So in a way, like.
But they don't want to be converted. They don't want to change.
Okay. Yeah. Then there are ways. You don't necessarily have to kill them, though. You can convince them. Perhaps is a better word than convert. All right. I mean, do whatever you want to do with them, but I feel that really, if they were exposed to the right person or perhaps people, that they would want to be like that person as well. What's so bad about having peace and serenity and not having to worry about the fear of being invaded all the time?
Because people will still be fearing, probably still believe that there are people out there that want to kill them.
Okay.
There has to be public enemy, otherwise they're going to problem.
Well, that's a legitimate point, but there's the thought as well that people with trauma, we may be able to use certain therapies, perhaps mind memory eraser, where we erase their post-traumatic stress disorder. There are ways to perhaps re-educate people.
I mean, the CIA already with the memory eraser, the CIA and FBI.
Okay.
I mean, I could do that same thing with like poison and stuff, but it's saying like,
what are you talking about?
You said the memory eraser. You could erase someone's memory by depriving them of oxygen, getting them toxic and other things.
Okay, I mean, I don't mean like that. I mean like through a therapy that's beneficial to them.
Do you think Epstein was in league with some Jews?
Well, I mean, he was Jewish, but if you look at many of the people on his island, they were not Jewish. People like Bill Gates, people like in his circle, Donald Trump. So it was more, I feel, about people in wealthy positions. Yeah. I mean, if you notice, like, to my knowledge, there were no rabbis on that island, so none of our religious leaders were there. There were really not really religious people in general. If anything, there weren't. I mean, you might have had some, but you're going to have that with any group of people. Um, I think it's a nightmarish kind of idea. I'm not happy about what happened, but there's really nothing that I can do to control it, and I just do my best to teach people that everyone is different, and that's
Do you think Amish are cool? Wouldn't the Jewish be like Amish?
yeah. Well, we certainly have differences of beliefs. They have a messianic figure that we don't agree with, but there's respect amongst the um, different communities on their devotion to their religion. I know I'm quite often, especially in public, confused. People think I'm Amish, and just because of the way I dress. Usually, that's like if I'm wearing my black hat and black suit and everything. It's similar. It's a similar look to many Amish people, and I'll get asked. Like I've been asked before if
I
I'm Amish,
feel like we should give the Jewish people the power to
what are the powers of the Amish?
power to work.
Hardworking.
And community and the fact that they don't need electricity to exist.
Okay, I mean we have all that stuff anyway.
Oh yeah, but I don't see a lot of people doing it.
Okay.
Well, they see without technology, the Amish.
Okay. I mean, one day a week, many people we don't avoid electricity, but we don't stop using electricity, but many of us avoid it. Um, in terms of hardworking, they're hardworking people of every race, creed, and background, um, and then the community aspect. There's an argument to be made that within Judaism, we may have one of the strongest communities of any group of people in the world.
Okay. Are there Jewish people in your party?
Yeah, there are. They're generally scientists. Pardon me. Um, just like there are scientists of all different religions there. So predominantly the people who are most likely scientists there are secular, perhaps agnostic or non-believing of anything. But then you will find people of all religious backgrounds and affiliations. So there are people in Antarctica who are Muslim, people in Antarctica who are Christian, Jewish, Taoist. But the big thing is no one lives in Antarctica permanently. So if anything, they're just visitors. But even I have known people in my community who have taken cruises to Antarctica, and while they didn't live there, they were definitely south of the Antarctic Circle.
Okay. Is there Jewish people everywhere?
In many
Are there
places,
Jewish people on the moon?
I mean, there generally aren't any people on the moon, so Um, I would say no. Yeah, same as Mars. Basically, Judaism is an earth-based religion, and in answer to your question, are Jews everywhere? Um, Everywhere where we haven't been persecuted, there are still small pockets of people, like in perhaps Saudi Arabia and Iraq, that may practice more quietly because it's been illegal to be Jewish in some of these countries. Um, but you'll always have travelers, so there are Jews basically in every country in the world, including China, including India, including Russia, including Africa. Many places in Africa have some Jewish sects, including Ethiopia, and even Nigeria.
Yeah, I know. But they're like Jewish, like Jewish. I'm gonna get going.
All right, take care, big man. Tommy John.
אם אתם זוכרים, לפעמים חתיכות שוברים את הזה, איטים ויפה, או שסוי סיפידי וראה, מרביבים, ואז הוא לקח קמיצה, אבל הוא לקח קמיצה אחת שכוללת גם ריקים וגם חי. כאן הוא עושה משהו וגם שונה, לקח קמיצה מכאן וקמיצה מכאן, איך זה הולך ביחד? שרי לרב שמעון, לא בעיה, שרו זה בסדר. אם כל הזמן בגלל זה ביחד השניים, לא עצור, רבותיי, שלכם אבו דבור, טוב ונעים. רבוי זה אנחנו רוצים 7 שורות מלמטה, או רמיטיבי או רמיטשוביני. דפוקים לנו בייס למטה. מייסה, רבוי זה הגעת. מייסה בפירדו אחס. היה פרד. אז נשאר אותו אלו, בואו נעשה קצת חזור. אם סוס מת, האם זה נותן תומה? כן או לא, רבוי זה סוס מת. סוס מת. מה אתה אומר? סוס מת. תומר לא תומר, מתאמר לא מתאמר? לא מתאמר. מה אתם אומרים? מה אתה אומר? זה טוב שאני שואל את השאלה. סוס מת, ודאי שהוא יתאמר. זה נראה. עכשיו, הדם של הכלב, הדם של הסוס, מתאמר לא מתאמר? ונראה לו, מתאמר לא מתאמר? אז זה הסיפור כאן. מה זה הסיפור? מה יצא בפדודו אחס שבישרבי שמוצא? זה המטה, אז מה זה? איזה תומה זה כאן? רבוי זה איפה זה? לא, כאן, שם. תראי בשקט עכשיו, שקט! זה אבטום, הפרד זה אבטום, הסוס זה אבטום, זה לא אבי, אבל זה אבטום. ובישראל בשמייסה, ושירו חכם מסדום ברביץ, אמרו שזה מתמך, אם יש רביץ דן, צריכים לראות כמה דן רביץ. שעות הגמור שאלה פצצה. בואו נמצא בלטיסנו, רבי שוב סיימו, אדם נביא לו איזשהו טוב, מה אתה קורא כאן? אדם זה טוב. בואו רבי שוב סיימו, מייסר ואוי מויתרים, הרוקיוס והחיוס, מיסטריו של מלך. פעם היו הולכים, והיה שם את החמורי פעם, אבל יש את זה, יש סוסי פעם. יש סופון. אז מה עוד פעם? בוא נראה בפנים, מה יצא? לא יתחרים, הרויקיוס והרייס היו צדים את החמורים האלה להריות, מסתר יש המלך, שלהריות של המלך יהיה קצת חמור. ואוי לגולים שויקים על דריסאים בדם, היה כל כך הרבה דם שם. ואתה אומר לי שרביס דם, מתאמן נבינו, אבל לא יאמרו להם דום, אז למה לא אמרו לו? אישטיק, רביבי, אומר, נתן לו לכם עגונה, אני לא אומר, יש פה תשובה טובה, למה אני לא עולה? הגמרא, אז תכף תגיד מהתשובה. מתי ממלא, יהיה כעדונו. אני עסוק, לא אמר רבי חונן, והיו חייך תלוי לכם מנגד. כן, מישהו שטעות באיזה משהו, לא משנה מה, קורא לפעמים, איך אני יכול ללמוד, הוא אומר? כתוב בפסוק, והיו חייך תלוי לכם מנגד. איפה הפסוק? אוי ביי, לא ביום אותו, ואתה יכול להוריד ביום, אמרתי לעצמי, אני אשכח, בסוף שלך. זה בכלולוס, והיו חייך תלוי לכם מנגד, הוא מוכת עליי לא ביומו, ולא יסעו בחייך, זה 3 מדרגות של עניות. מדרגה ראשונה, זה לא הכי גרוע, זה לוקח כמו ראשון, אין לו נתן, אין לו קייס, אין לו כלום. הוא צריך לקנות מספיק חיטה שישאר לכל השנה. אז יש לו קצת כסף, הוא קונה כמויות, אבל עדיין אין לו הרבה בחיים. ובחת לילה ויומו, זה משהו מצנצל על פי התחום והשאר, הוא מספיק לו רק לשבוע. אבל גם אם בחייך תעשה לך לחלטר, הוא קונה כל יום מחדש, הוא עושה כסף כל יום, רק מה שנקודה, מה שמספיק לו לאותו יום, הוא רץ למחיה, הנה כמה לחמניות, וזהו, אז הוא עובד עוד פעם. כל יום הוא לא יודע מי יהיה לו, ואם יום אחד הוא חולה,